Converting between mixed and top-heavy fractions. Well, we might be asked to use this skill when looking at adding and subtracting fractions or when times and dividing fractions. And what we want to do first is we're going to take this mixed fraction, we're going to convert it into a top-heavy fraction. And we've got the fraction 3 1/4. Well, what we need to think about is we've got 3 whole ones here. But each whole one has been split into quarters, which means we split each of these into quarters. And in each whole one, we've got 4 quarters. So we've got 4, 4, and 4. But then on top of that, we've also got this extra quarter. So we've got this extra 1/4. So how many quarters have we got altogether? Well, we've got 4, 8, 12, 13 quarters. But the thing is, we don't want to have to draw out the diagram every time we want to convert from a mixed to a top-heavy fraction. So how can we do that quickly? Well, a quick way to do this is to do each of those 3 whole ones is split into quarters. So that's 3 times 4. Which is 12, and then we've got 1 extra, which makes 13. So 3 times 4, which is 12, add 1 is 13. So if we write that out, it's 3 times 4, then add on the extra 1, and that's into quarters, which gives us 13 over 4. Likewise, we could be asked to convert from a top-heavy fraction back to a mixed fraction. So what we want to do here is we want to think how many 3's go into 8. So if we split that 8 into 3 equal parts, what would we get? Well, 3 doesn't go into 8, but 2 whole ones do. That's 6. So what's left over from 6 to 8? Well, it's 2/3. So we do how many 3's go into 8, which is 2, and how many is left over? 2/3. And that's how you convert from a top-heavy back to a mixed fraction. And the best way to get used to this skill is to go through and practice 20 questions from the exercise.